Good morning. As you know, because you're on my page, I'm Sandy Walden, your Master Grief Coach. I want to talk to you about this book. Okay, can I? This book is rather remarkable. If I had my way, every person on the planet would have access to this book, either in print or audio or both, because it matters. Some time ago, I received a message from somebody that said, "Hey, can we have a Zoom call?" Yeah, of course we can. It turns out that the people who wanted to make the call were these authors, Kimberly Resch and Brian Ross. It was an amazing call. It was a warm and generous invitation. They invited me to be a contributor in their book. And that's not why I'm talking about this. I'm humbled and grateful to have my words in print in this book. It's a best-selling book. But this book is amazing. Here's the deal. Light in the Darkness, Uncovering Grief and Trauma. This book mostly talks about PTSD, trauma. It sheds light. Oh, it sheds light. Yes, clearly the caffeine kicked in. You'd think so after 4 or 5 hours. It talks about the experiences people may have that they don't recognize as PTSD or trauma. But it's much more prevalent than many of us think. For an awful lot of us, we think about someone having PTSD and we think about our warriors coming home from war in the military. Absolutely, that applies to many. Our first responders, firefighters, police, people who work in emergency rooms. Absolutely, that happens often. Not always, but often. But PTSD and trauma can affect people in all walks of life, often when we don't expect it. Now, there are amazing people who have contributed to this book. People who have had their own experience with PTSD and trauma, as well as those who have worked with them successfully. You'll read stories of people who didn't understand that this is what they were experiencing, but how they are taking steps to recover and to live a life that's rich and full and so much healthier than they might have imagined. This book contains words that help us to determine when this is an experience that we've had, because it's something really powerful to say, ah, that's me. I get it now. It helps us to understand why we think and feel certain ways at certain times. This book has amazing resources, people that we can reach out to for support and assistance. And it has wonderful, beautiful tools that we can use on our own. Reading this book is something I encourage you to do. If you are someone who has experienced PTSD or grief, or you know someone who has, the truth is, most of us either know someone who is or has experienced this, or may very well be experiencing it themselves. I think this is a powerful book. I think it can be life changing for many. Yes, I'm honored to be part of this best selling book. I'm so grateful. The reason that I'm the most grateful is because I think it's life changing. I will absolutely be recommending this book to my clients. And guess what? I'm doing that right now. I'm recommending it to you. No, I don't get a penny from any purchase you make. So please understand, I'm not suggesting you read this book so that I can fill my own bank account, though I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I'm a contributor, but I will not be financially benefiting. I'm recommending this book because it matters. I'm recommending this book because it's a beautiful piece of gentle assistance. And there are incredibly worthwhile tools within. I encourage you to get your own copy. I put a link below, and I hope you use it. I'm Sandy Walden. My hope for you is a day of gentle peace and healing and so much joy. Holding the one you love in your heart. Always. Namaste.